Hey lovelies, welcome to Blending Alerts. Today I'll be teaching you how to make this beautiful boo kimono gown, and you can rock it with any shoe of your choice. So please stay tuned to the end of the video because I'm going to teach you the simplest way. If you are viewing my channel for the very first time, please go and click on the subscribe button. If you have been viewing my videos and you have not subscribed, please go and subscribe because I post video every week on my channel. Do well to check on my channel every week and do turn on the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I post a new video. Also share this link of this video with others. You can share it on your social media platform, Facebook, Instagram. Can share it on any platform, and also give my video a thumbs up and drop your comments in the comment section. So we'll go straight to the drafting of this dress. So I folded my fabric into four as I used to fold my fabric into four. So I folded my fabric into four. So at the edge where there's no slit at all, so that's where we are going to use. So that's the side facing me. So I'll go ahead and cut the length of the gown. So the yardage I used was 1.5 because it is very small for a very small size client. So if you know your client is big, you can use 2 yards, you can use 2.5, but for this client it is just 1.5 yard, and this cloth is somehow deeper than the 45 inches depth. So I'll go ahead and take the length, which I did. So the next thing is to take the mid shoulder down to the sleeve, the mid shoulder of the client. You measure it to wherever the client wants the sleeve to be. So I have marked that particular portion where my client's sleeve will end, which I did at the shoulder line there, which is at the tip of my fabric. So from the shoulder line, I'm just going to go ahead and measure the hip line, which is 24. 24 is the hip line. So I'll go ahead and measure that. So for the neckline, I'm just going to take 3 inches for the neck, the wideness of the neck. That's the neck circumference. So after taking that, we are going to go ahead and take the shoulder slope. I'll go to where the sleeves end. I'm going to measure 1 inch. Then I'm going to slope it down to meet the neckline. So I'll slope it down to meet the neckline as shown in the video. So the next thing to do now is to determine the wideness of the sleeve. So you can take it, depend on the body size of your client or how your client want the wideness of the sleeve to look like. So for mine, I'm going to go ahead and use 9 because it's a very small um size. It's a very small size client. So I will go ahead and measure now, which I did. So at the hip line, I'm just going to divide the hip measurements by hip circumference by 4. Then I'll go ahead and add 4 inches to the measurement. If for instance the hip measurement divided by 4 was 15, I'll go ahead and add 4 to it, which will make it 19. So I'll go ahead and mark 19. So I'll slope it down to meet the 9 inches that I measured for the wideness of the sleeve. So I'm going to take that same measurement I took at the hip line. I'm going to take it down to the end of the gown. So if it is 19 you go ahead and take the 19 down. If it is 15, if it is 11, you take it down to the length of the dress. So I'll go ahead and take the depth of the neckline. I'm going to go ahead and take the depth of the neckline, which is 1.5 inches. So you go ahead and cut the round neckline for both the back and the front. So connect the 9 inches down to meet the shoulder line, then go ahead and cut it off. So I've cut it off. So I have removed the back piece from it. This is just the front piece. The back piece is not inside. So I measured a 10-inch down. After measuring the 10-inch at this midpoint where I am now, I just measured 1 inch. So I'm just going to go ahead and connect it to meet the neckline. It's form of a V neckline, so I'll cut it off. Remember, this is just the front piece. I've removed the back piece off camera, so this is just the front piece. So you can see how it looks when you flip it open. This is how it looks when you flip it open. Remember, this is the front piece. The back piece is not included, so I only did this to the front piece. The back piece still remain, the depth still remain 1.5 inch and a round neck line. So I will use the back, connect the back with the front by joining the shoulder together. I'll connect by joining the shoulders together. So I'll go to my sewing machine and join it together quickly. Then I'm just going to lay it flat. Then also I'm going to cut a square fabric which is 10 by 10 inches, which I will show you quickly. 10 by 10 inches. So this is the piece I cut 10 by 10 inches, and I've laid my fabric flat. That is, look at just the back and the front neckline. You can see the shape. So I'll go ahead and measure the front neckline to meet the back neckline as shown, as my hand is pointing out there. So you use the measurement to cut out a strip which is about 4 inches wide. If it is 29, you measure the neckline, so you cut it 29, or you can cut it 30 to be safe. So this my fabric is stretching, so I went ahead to iron gum stay inside so that it will not stretch. So I'll go to my sewing machine and sew these pieces round the neck. Remember, this is the back and the front neckline because we have joined the shoulder. So I'll go ahead and join, sew it to the neckline all through. Then I'll give it a good press. I'll show you when I am through. So you on this piece is also stretchy, so I ironed interfacing on it also. So the next thing to do is to cut that part that I folded inside. So go ahead and cut that angle out. So after cutting it out, I will fold in the edges. I'll fold in the edges, then iron hem gum at where I folded at the edges at the wrong side, so that it will glue it inside, so that my work will be neat inside and outside. So I've sewed it around the neckline. You can see how it looks, and I flipped it over. So I went ahead to cut off the excesses, so you can see how it really looks after ironing it, and I flipped it, and after sewing it, sorry, I ironed it and I flipped it over. So you can see how it really looks. So I'll go ahead and place that square shape that I cut the angle of at this point. So you can exploit any part that you want. You can go ahead and explore any part that you want. So I'll just sew this square shape on this part of the dress, laying it flat like this on my sewing machine. So I'll go ahead and sew that on that position. So like I told you, you can explore any position. You can see this position, you can see that position. You can explore whatever side that you want. You can go ahead and explore wherever you want to place this square in. It will really look beautiful, and you can give your square shape any, can give it any shape at all. So I have turned the fabric over, and I went ahead to join the side, and I also folded in the allowances at the bottom, and also folded my sleeve. I'll go ahead and turn it over. I've turned it over, although I've not given it a good press. I went ahead to change the square fabric there because that first one was so catchy. Thank you for watching this video to the end. I want to see your finished work. You can drop it on my Instagram page, Blending Allures, and you can share this link with other people. Please subscribe to my channel. Please click on the subscribe button if you have viewed my channel for the first time, or you have been on my channel. Please click on the subscribe button. I will appreciate. See you in our next tutorial. Remain blessed. Bye.